Welcome to this episode of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Matt Bisaccio. Today, we're lucky enough to be joined by Marlboro head football coach, Sean Mahoney. Coach, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, your team's had a good season so far, really good over the last four, but first we want to focus on you for a little bit. If you could, would you mind telling us where you started playing football and a little bit about your playing history?
So I played at Uxbridge High School, and then I played at Worcester State. And I started coaching at Worcester State a few years after I finished playing. Then I moved up. I was there for 2 years. Became the head coach at Shrewsbury in '94. And then I went to Assumption College for 6 years. And then I've been here. This is my 13th year here in Marlboro.
What was it that drove you into coaching?
Well, I think I wanted, football was my favorite sport from the time I can remember. I lived near the high school, and after school I'd go over and watch practice and be that little kid who gets in the way of practice and jumps on the dummies and so forth. I was a water boy. My 3 older brothers played at Uxbridge, so I think I just was, from the time I was as far back as I can remember, just loved football.
What would you, or how would you describe yourself as a coach?
I don't know. I think we try to be disciplined. We try to coach discipline, but make sure we have fun also. So on offense, we try and be creative, and on defense, we try and be aggressive. So I guess that's it.
Well, that's certainly led to a good result so far. As I said before, you're 6-2 on the season. For the whole season, you've outscored your opponents by 19 points a game, but over the last 4, you've been outscoring your opponents by 28 points per game. What could you say would be the reason for that?
I think we just got better at what we were doing. Early in the season, we had some issues with turnovers, which we haven't had as many lately. So I think that's it. We're just getting better at what we do.
What do you do with your team going forward, or what do you focus on during practice to make sure that your team doesn't stumble going down the stretch?
Well, we've talked. We had a couple disappointing losses early in the year, and we tried to take the pressure off the players by not worrying about winning the league or going undefeated. Just get better. Just try and get better each week, and that's been our theme pretty much since the Shrewsbury game, and the kids bought in, and we've been getting better each week, so hopefully that will continue.
Any of the players that you've had on your team, have any of them stuck out? Have any of them over or exceeded the expectations that you may have had for them in the beginning of the season?
I think a lot of them have. One maybe surprise is Evan Schmidline, our quarterback. Coming into the season, it was an open competition for the quarterback job, and Evan pretty much decided he was going to be it, and he did everything necessary to win the job and then lead the team. He's been very efficient. He runs the option really well. Against Doherty the other night, he had some great runs also, and then he's very efficient passing the ball. So I think he's probably close to 70% pass completion, so for high school that's pretty high. So I think he's been maybe the surprise of our team.
What about Jack Dion? He seems to be a jack of all trades. Can you talk to us a little bit about him?
Yeah, Jake kicks, he punts, he plays defense. He had a pick 6 for us the other night. He's caught touchdown passes, so he blocks very well. So Jake does everything we ask him to do. So.
Any big concerns going into your next game, which is a playoff game?
We just want to keep getting better. Tantasco, we have not seen them. We haven't played them ever, I don't think. And so, we're not familiar with them other than watching film. So that's the challenge, that it's a team we've never played before. So, one game at a time, Tantasco first. So we'll see what happens. I think our kids are ready for it.
Great. That's going to do it for this episode of Coach's Corner. Join us next time.